everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I have come to Danbury Common, which is my local woods, and the reason I've come here is because there's quite a few steep hills in this zone and I've kind of neglected steep riding recently. I've been focusing a lot on my jumping skills, getting big air, hitting big gap jumps, and I've kind of forgotten about the steep tech riding. And it wasn't until recently that I tried to ride down something steep and I totally chickened out. I didn't want to do it. It was just too scary. So I wanted to come out today and have a session hitting some steep hills, getting used to the lines I pick, how I brake, and just being used to being up high and then coming down something quite fast. So that is what today's video is going to be about, and I think the perfect place to start is over on the canyons, which is actually where I hit my very first steep hill when I was a beginner rider. So let's see if I can still do it. So this is the first one that I want to hit. It's called Canyon 1 and there's actually a load of different ones on this hill, but I'm going to start off by riding this one, and there's two versions of it actually. There's an easy one and then there's a more difficult one, which is the fact that you can't see the hill until you're in because the lump on the top is quite a lot bigger. So I'm going to do both of them, and I also want to today ride some like slow speed loam steep hills that have got turns in, because I need to kind of get used to the bike moving underneath me, so that's the plan. But anyway, let's hit this one first. So now we're at the top of the canyon. You can kind of see what I mean. The one that I'm on here hasn't got a knuckle, so it's more simple to just drop in, whereas the one next to it has a knuckle, so it makes it a little bit more steep and scarier to drop into. And you might notice I'm wearing a chest guard, and the reason for that is because when we was here before, I was shooting some photos for TSG and I tried to ride steep chutes and things like that to get a cool photo, and I got out of control. I don't even know what happened. I basically went over the bars and winded myself. So this is in case anything gnarly happens today, but we should be fine. So let's drop into this first one and get used to riding some steep rampage lines. Before we go down it, I'm going to mark a quick line so I know whereabouts I need to enter from, because obviously way back there I can't see anything until I get here. So little markage before the sendage. Let's do it. A little bit nervous, but we got it. A little bit nervous, but we got it. Yes! That was sick. That was cool. Still scary for some reason, even though it's probably going to be the easiest one I do today, but I think that was the perfect warm-up and it definitely gave me confidence to hit the next one now. So I'm going to do the same thing, mark a bit of a line so I know what point I need to enter this one at. Right, I'm going to make a mark on this one now, a bit like I did with that, but it's obviously not going to be as clear because there's no leaves. But I think what I'm going to try and aim to do is go to the left of the bog, because that's like pretty much the straightest line. So, oh, this is scary though. Yes, that was good. I actually kind of thought, oh, will I hesitate when I get to the thing? But then I was like, actually, the thing with going down steep chutes is that you shouldn't hesitate, because obviously there's a hell of a drop there, and if you don't hit the brakes in time, you're only just going to skid and go over the edge. So that's actually what I said to myself when I set off. I was like, with steep stuff, it's commitment, and that's the thing. But that's sick. Let's see about hitting another steep line. We've moved on and found this other line, which isn't actually as high up as the ones we've just done over by the canyons, but what it has got on it is it's got roots and it's got it's got two ginormous trees there actually, one of which is quite far over, so there's no risk of really hitting it. But this one, if you got the line wrong, you could actually potentially clip your bars on it and then have a big crash. But I can see a straight line and I'm going to give it a go. I've just found this one, which has got a couple of roots on it, which are quite scary, but I don't think I'm going to feel it because on my bike I've got a 29-inch front wheel, which means that it goes over bumps really nicely, so I'm going to give it a go. Oh, So Tom's just pointed out this it's a steep chute, but it's also droppable, and I actually think it could be pretty perfect for me because there's a long run out, and I guess the leaves actually act as a bit of mulch maybe as well. So if it did go wrong, then I've got a nice cushioned landing. But also as well, you don't have to go fast into it. If you just lift the front wheel up, then it doesn't matter if you didn't land all the way down there, you could actually land in the slope. So what I'm going to do first is roll it and get used to like the slope and the steepness of it and the speed, and then we might actually go a little bit faster into it and try and actually drop it maybe. It could be quite cool. Roll in. Oh, that's so easy. Oh my god! Oh my god, I thought I was going over the bars. Was that a bit quick? What did I do? Did I? Oh, my bad. I thought I was going over the bars. Oh well, quite good that I didn't die. I think I did 1, 2 and then that was it.
No, you did 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, bum. Well, at least I'm a free rider.
Do you do it again?
Yeah.
I'll go down there. Okay. I mean, that's the worst. If you go that speed, that's the worst you're going to do.
Oh, yeah. It was quite a nice...
Yeah, well, you got to lift up a bit more as well.
Alright, okay. Yeah, I thought I was quite...
You just went too hot, it's going to make you nosedive.
Yeah,
You need to slow it down and then pop more. One pedal and then the rolling speed's enough.
Nice.
You did 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did I?
You went 1, 2, 1, 2.
So it's 1, 2,
and then you was going so quick into it, it's just
it's weird though, because I feel like a lot of the things that I've been doing recently, you've needed the speed.
Yeah, that you don't.
But that you don't know. Yeah, okay, I messed it up. I'll do it again. Oh my god. I did it again, didn't I? So I actually did the same thing again, and I've looked back at the clip, and what I'm not doing is pulling. I'm just sort of like leaning back and hoping for the best. And I think again, it's where it's not actually a drop, like it doesn't have a sign on it that says drop or anything like that, like a bike park would have. But it's something to definitely work on, and like I said, this video is not about drops and things like that, because drops are a separate thing in itself and they absolutely terrify me. So I'm kind of proud that I actually went back into it after flopping so hard the first time and went for a second try. So that's like, it's progress, it's little steps. I'm definitely going to come back, work on these sort of natural trails, drops, all things like that. But what I want to do is find another steep chute to ride, and I think I've got the perfect one over there. So the next hill I've found is right behind me. It's not really, you can't really see it here, but you'll see it when I go down it. And I've crashed on this one before in the wet because the bottom can get rutted and there's a bank on the other, on like one side. So I slid out basically, that's all that happened. But the hill is steep and it's a good one to regulate your speed into, because you don't want to come like flying down it, because the V at the bottom, you'll just go donk and it'll, yeah. You'll see, I'll do it now. Right, I'm just at the top now, and I thought I'd quickly show you because you can actually see it better from here, but that's what I'm going down. Tom's down there, you can see how steep it is from how tiny he is. But yeah, there it is. Let's go down it. Strapping, regulating the speed. Oh, it's right, I'm stood below the rampage line. I've done this once before, maybe twice, no more than 2 times I've done this one, and that is for a reason. It's steep, it's long, it's tall, it's fast, and very, very scary. So when I came here today, I had this one in mind. This was the finale, this is the one that I wanted to build up to doing, and I think I'm ready now. I've hit a few steep ones, I've nose-dived off drops, so I'm well prepared for this one. And I think I've got it. So let's go to the top and hopefully get down it in one piece. Right, now I'm at the top. It looks even worse. Look, so this is the line I'm going down. It's kind of hard to see it because the leaves on the hill make it look flatter than it really is, but trust me, if any of you are watching this and you've been to Danbury, then you'll probably know exactly what I mean. But this is the hill that I actually chickened out of last time, which is what I was saying at the start of the video. And this is the inspiration for me coming out and working on steep hills today. This is the line I wanted to ride. We was filming the Christmas video and I didn't want to do it. But now I am, so let's do it. Oh God. Good God. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, thank God that's over. Oh my word. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of courage that I had to gather from somewhere to go down there. But yeah, it wasn't that bad. Oh man, it's just that top bit, like it's quite steep and there's the route obviously, but once you get past that, it's just not as steep, but you gain so much speed. It's quite funny how much speed you get from that. To finish this session off, I couldn't leave Danbury Common without coming to the boulder jump. This is my favourite jump and I'm going to do a few hits, hopefully some boosts. I've been trying to do like steezies in the air and whippers and all that stuff, so let's see if we can get it. They're not called whippers, are they? Bigger. That was kind of a bit of a weird one. I'll do it again. I did a tiny little whip there and it looked sick, it felt sick. And I'm going to do it again, but this time bigger. That was so sick. Not really much of a whip, but they were also a work in progress as well. I'm starting to get a little bit looser in the air on the bike now, and it's so weird that I prefer being in the air as opposed to being on two wheels going down steep things, but I guess it's what you practice the most, it's what you feel most comfortable with. But I really would like to put a bit more time into learning how to go down steep things, going slow down loam and just sliding the bike really to make it go the direction you want to go. But I think that's a perfect start to making my tracks into getting better at it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, put your comments down below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace.